What up, everybody? Welcome. TTESPN in the building. Myself, Vita Van Pelt with soy sauce and moonwalk, baby. Time to talk week 4 football. Thank y'all for those who are rocking with us, who've been tuned in. Life be getting us. We be trying to do what we can. The socials will be around somewhere for all of us if you need to keep up. But it's week 4 time, almost a quarter of the way through the year. It's about that time. But before, like always, how y'all doing today?
Eagles are 3-0, baby. We good.
Chillin', big chillin'.
Let's go. Let's go. On this Thursday evening, already up to week 4, man. Ready to talk about the matchups that's going on. Oh, so we're going to start it off with the pick'ems, right, Soy?
Yes, sir. We'll go through the picks.
All right.
Get our quick picks for the week.
Pick'ems early, baby.
All right, man. First matchup. The Lions are going to be visiting the Packers. Lambeau Field.
I like Green Bay.
Detroit's favored by 1.5.
That's crazy. Wait, hold up. Is Jones and Bakhtiari and Watson out? I didn't see an update.
Watson's still questionable. He's been questionable since the beginning of the season.
Jair was out the last game, too. He's still in that game. I don't know. They're all questionable, I think.
I'm still going to lean Green Bay today. I'm going to go Green Bay. I know they want to get their get back from last year, so I'm going to go with Green Bay.
I'm going to go Green Bay, too. I don't know how they're not the favorite at home in a divisional matchup.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
All right.
We know who Pale got. Pale,
you don't have to worry about me.
Going to ask him.
Skip over to the next game already.
Cool.
It's gonna be 20 points, all right?
Dang. Over under 46, so we'll see.
Ooh.
First morning game of Sunday is the Commanders heading over to Lincoln Field against my Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all know who I got. The Eagles are favored by 8 points. It's a little generous. We're favored by 8 points. Who y'all got?
I'm taking Philly.
Philly. It shouldn't be too much about that.
Over under 43.5. What y'all got for the betting folks out there?
Over.
Damn.
Yeah, over. I got over, and I'll take the spread.
Cool. Over 43.5, 8-point spread. Bet that. We're not responsible for your bets. That's on you. Next game.
Your money.
It's actually a really early game. It's a Wembley Stadium. It's a London game. The Falcons will take on the home team, Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville's favored by 3 points. Over under 43.5.
I like the under, and I like Jacksonville to cover.
Damn. After Jacksonville stumbled against Houston, they stumble against Houston every year. Let's just get that out the way. I think they're gonna get their get back. This gonna be like they're kicking a restart. I'm taking the over. I think they're gonna spam it up.
Mm-hmm. I got Jacksonville too. Blowout.
Jacksonville blowout, all right.
Yep. Calvin Ridley's been underwhelming the last 3 games, but if y'all got him in fantasy, start that, man. Start him. Another morning game, the Dolphins head into Highmark Stadium, New York against the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo is favored by 2.5, over under 54 after Miami dropped 70 last week.
Buffalo's the favorite?
Buffalo's the favorite, 2.5.
That's tough.
I'm taking Buffalo to cover.
Damn.
Yeah. I can take Buffalo by a field goal.
I think I might take I'm gonna take Miami. Forget that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Miami. I like what I saw from Miami's D-line last week. Granted, it was Denver, but I like what I saw from their D-line, and I like their secondary. Miami. The next morning game is the battle of 0-3s. Broncos will head into Soldier Field against the Bears. Denver's favored by 3.5, over under 46.
It's crazy to be a 3.5 point favorite on the road. You don't have that's crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, Denver. It shouldn't be close, too.
They're
gonna bounce back.
Spoken as a true Green Bay Packers fan.
Hey, 70-20? Let's flip that.
That is funny.
Let's flip that. You know?
I got Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Denver. They're gonna cover. I'm also gonna take the over in this one. I think Denver needs to score at least 35 this game.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that.
We got a couple more morning games. First of them is the Ravens are going into Cleveland Browns Stadium against the Browns. Cleveland's favored by 3.5. Ravens coming off a tough overtime loss against the Indianapolis Colts. Crazy.
I got Cleveland.
I'll take Baltimore to cover, but I'm actually going to take Cleveland to win this game.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland to win.
Damn. No Nick Chubb?
Defense, man.
Yeah. Who covering Myles Garrett? You see what Tennessee did.
Yeah, and I think Baltimore's what's it, Linderbaum? Linderbaum's still out, I think.
Yeah.
So that makes it even worse.
I would take the Ravens to keep it close, but I would take Cleveland to win. I think defensively they're just really killing it right now.
Really stout.
I'm gonna take the Ravens in this one. I think they're gonna make it tough on Deshaun Watson on the other side. It's gonna be a battle of who can score the most points on defense.
Got you.
But yeah, majority wins, so Browns it is. Bengals are heading into Nissan Stadium against the Titans. 1-2, battle of the 1 and 2s. Cincinnati's favored by 2.5 on the road. Over and under 41.
I would take Cincy to cover to win. That's what I would go with.
We got
here.
Cincy. I think we're across the board even Cincy. I think this is a game that we see a little bit more Joe Burrow get it done, sit down in the fourth, and just watch it all happen.
Yeah.
Rams. The Rams are going to go into Lucas Oil Stadium against the Colts, who just came off a big win, 2-1, number 1 in the division. There is no favorite. It's an even line right now for this game. No favorite.
I'm taking the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams too.
Taking the Rams.
I like the Rams.
I'll take the Colts.
Damn.
I'll be the odd one out. I'll take the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams. Also, Matt Stafford sold me on completions on my parlay. He needed 23.5. He only got like 19.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams.
Cool. The Bucks are going to be going into Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. New Orleans favored by 3.5. It's 2-1 teams. 40.5 over under. Derek Carr looks to be out with an AC joint sprain. You got Jameis Winston leading this team against Baker Mayfield and the Bucks. Who y'all got?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm going with
Jameis.
New Orleans. I'm going with New Orleans.
I got Jameis.
Yeah, I'm going with New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going New Orleans too. New Orleans going to get the dub, and I think it's going to be at least by a touchdown, so they're going to cover that 3-point spread. Alvin Kamara's also back this game. He's fresh out of jail.
Yeah. I'm going with New Orleans.
All right. The Vikings head down south to Charlotte, North Carolina. Bank of America Stadium against the Panthers. Battle of the 0-3s. Minnesota's going into this game favored by 4. Bryce Young looks like he's on track to play this week. What y'all got? I know who Vita got, but I need a little bit from you, Vita. What's
I'm taking Carolina for the dubs. Close game. I'll Minnesota cover.
The ultimate hater of TTE.
I can care less about Minnesota. Carolina for the dub.
He's more of a Packer fan than he is a hater. I dig it. Hey, Adam Thielen revenge game. I loved what I saw from a Red Rocket. What do they call it? They saying his name is not the Red Rocket. The Red Rifle.
Look, bro, it's red in there and it's the second word R. So you know
I loved what I saw from the Red Rocket and Adam Thielen this last week. I think Bryce Young learned a lot sitting on the side of that game. I'm taking the Panthers to cover. All right, last of the morning games. The Steelers going into NRG Stadium against the Houston Texans. Pittsburgh is favored by 3.5. Pittsburgh coming off a beating down of Jacksonville. What we looking like?
I like Pittsburgh, but I like Houston too. I'm going to take Pittsburgh to cover.
I'm taking Pittsburgh too. This is a chance for them to get Najee going.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh to cover.
Cool. Also, if y'all got Damian on your bench as a running back, RB2 this week. Pittsburgh been a little booty against the run, so start him. Getting into afternoon games, the Raiders going into SoFi Stadium against the Chargers. Raiders are 1-2. Chargers are 1-2. Garoppolo looked real dookie last week.
Chargers, is he out?
Yeah.
I think he's questionable. I think he's on track to play. Chargers are favored by
Either
five
way,
and a half.
either way, either or. Take the Chargers by 14. I think Chargers is going to blow out.
Hey, Chandler Jones also got put into a mental institute against his will. Shout out to Chandler Jones, man. I hope everything cool with you, dog. But what are you doing, Las Vegas?
Taking the Chargers blowout this week.
Hopefully, Austin Eckler's back. He's been out with a high ankle sprain, and Kelly ain't doing nothing. Patriots. Oh, what's up?
Now I said that Mike Williams season ending, but I'm still going to take the Chargers blowout.
Again?
Yeah.
Frack. All right, Patriots on the road against the Cowboys. Is this going to be a Zeke revenge game? The Cowboys are favored by 7 at home against the Patriots. Zeke had a pretty decent game last week.
You taking New England?
I'm taking New England.
Money line?
Mac Jones burnt them the last time. He gonna burn them again.
You taking New England money line?
I'm taking New England too. Because fly Eagles fly.
Mac Jones.
Straight up.
Hey,
straight up.
The NASA scientists torched them last week. The best defense in the NFL. Next level defense, and they got toasted by Joshua Dobbs and James Conner.
I was going to take Dallas, but I would definitely take New England to cover the 7. But no lie, that New England money line looks like money, though.
Man. What's the plus minus on it?
I don't know. I got to see. I'll check it out. We can lock in something, but that's wild.
Oh, boy. All right, we taking New England, man. Coach Bill going to go in there. He probably going to give Zeke like 4-5 touchdowns on the 1 yard line if they get that far.
Yeah.
All right, the Cardinals, red hot, coming off of beating the best defense in the NFL. Quote, 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 quote. Y'all make sure y'all can see that. They're going into Levi Stadium against a Brock Purdy who we thought was going to be buns by now, but he's looking pretty all right.
He's just the same dude. He's going to be the same dude the whole time. But I got 49ers winning.
They're favored by 2 touchdowns.
Could be more.
Yeah, I had the 49ers winning.
Cool. I think Brandon Ayuk is back this game. He was out last game, and Debo 8. I'm taking the 49ers. We're not going to make it difficult. They're going to be 4-0 after this week. And we're going to talk about the power rankings to see what that looks like at the end of this week. Evening game on Sunday, prime time in MetLife Stadium. The Jets are taking on the Chiefs. A whole lot of a higher caliber game that we thought we were going to get. Kaepernick sent a letter over to the Jets hoping to be a practice squad quarterback to get a look, but Chiefs are favored by 9.5.
Take the Chiefs to cover.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs are going to cover. 42.5. I think Chiefs going to put up some points. Take the over on that because I don't think Zach Wilson about to do it.
Yeah, I think more Timberlands will be thrown on the field booing Zach Wilson and points scored. But these people, New Yorkers, going to be throwing their Tims on the field. Yo, B, it's trash, B. So, it's horrible.
Hey, over under Zach Wilson interceptions 2.5.
Over.
Damn.
I'm gonna go under because I think he's gonna be sacked way more. Like, I don't think he's gonna throw him that much.
Yeah, I can see that.
Under.
I can see that.
A lot of screen interceptions.
Damn.
He said 5 screen interceptions, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football prime time. Seahawks going to MetLife Stadium against the New York Giants. No one's favored in this game. It's an even line, 47.5 over under. But I'm going to take the 12s. I think the Seahawks are going to win this one. I like the way they looked last week. And I think they're going to carry that into this week.
Man,
just imagine being a New York fan. Like, just the day before your team gets shellacked, and then day after you come to a Giants game, man.
They get smacked.
I'm gonna go with Seattle also.
Nothing to look forward to.
Seattle. If y'all are placing the spread bet, go and place this one ASAP before they change the favorite. They usually change the odds after Thursday Night Football, so go make that bet right now, y'all.
Yeah.
All right. That is our pick'ems of the week. things to watch this next week. What we got? Lead us in the conversation. Where we at?
All right, so let's get it started up top, y'all. Thursday night matchup. Let's talk about that since that'll be the first matchup. Detroit, Green Bay. Pretty heavy implications for Detroit being the first team in the division. First time ever favored to win the division. They took a loss to Seattle, came back, bounced back pretty well against the Falcons. If there's ever a moment where they wanted to put some stress on the standings, I think this is the matchup to try to do it, especially with how Chicago and the Vikings are looking. I know I picked the Vikings. So I think you picked the Vikings, did you? And so this is a game to where if Detroit wins, to me, they could kind of stretch it here. So what are y'all thoughts on this Thursday night game going into it for the Lions and the Packers?
I think this is a perfect chance for Jordan Love to make his stamp on what he's going to do here going forward in Green Bay, especially if he has a healthy wide receiver core. If he can get Christian Watson on the field, if he can get his full running back complements on the field, I think right now he's only been rocking with A.J. Dillon. I think this is going to be a Jordan Love staple game. I think Jordan Love going to put it up. He's taking care of the ball so far this season. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jared Goff damn near the same, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Green Bay now that we're looking at it, now that we're in a conversation, but I don't know. I can't bet against a team at home.
Yeah, that makes it difficult for me too. Paulo, what you talk to us? How you feeling about going in tomorrow night's game? Well, for those who watching, it should be today's night.
Just looking at it, it says Bakhtiari and Jenkins is out, which is both of our best linemen up front. So it's going to be difficult. I mean, our backups really gave up a lot of penalties last week against the Saints.
A lot of first half penalties.
A lot. And I expect a lot this game too. Devondre Campbell's out as well, so it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be tough to stop that whole. I don't know, man.
All right, so I'm watching last week's game. Every time Green Bay got in a flow of something, like I know, like that first drive, they had like a holding call and a false start. Then they went all the way up and got to 4th and 1, and then the trick play messed up. It seemed like every time in the first half, Green Bay had something going on. There was a penalty that happened. Detroit, I think people are trying to expect them to be like the super explosive offense, and I think they're more of just kind of being clean this year. I also think a part of that too is missing Jameson Williams. You know what I'm saying? I think J-Mo not being there is taking a part of that out, even though he wasn't too much of that last year, but I think he was supposed to be that this year. I like LaFleur. Matter of fact, I love how LaFleur is calling plays this year.
Yeah.
I am disappointed because Jordan Love has a clean throwing motion. I'm pretty shocked at how many deep passes he missed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know against the Saints, he had like an early shot against Musgrave straight down the middle, overthrew him. The pick that he threw, like they say look the safety off, whatever it was, but the ball was too much to the inside. I think bro has everything down minus that deep field accuracy. Maybe it's something that has to work in with time, but there was another one. I think he was down the field to Dobbs, and Matthew came and was able to catch up with it and get a tip on it. So I'm a little underwhelmed with Jordan Love's deep ball accuracy and them connecting because they be there. The shots be there. So I'm what you said. I'm gonna take the lean to the home field. I'm gonna take the lean to I think the game plan offensively can in a short week benefit Green Bay at home this time. And I think they really just want to get back from last year. So I don't think they want to allow that, especially after coming off a comeback win Sunday. I'd have to take the Packers for real.
Huge comeback win too.
What do you think is really the difference maker in this game going to be?
So for me, straight up, it's Musgrave, man. There was a lot of money left on the field early last week. And I thought bro was going to be dope, but it looks like in this offense, bro is a priority. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the battle of the future tight ends right here, man. Laporta and Musgrave, boy, they be doing work, man. So yeah, I think Musgrave is a real priority in this offense. I think they draw stuff up for him, get it to him. So I think offensively, that'll be him. It makes him talk about them tackles. I look on the other side, and last time that I was able to watch Detroit, Aiden was doing work against the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So if he's able to bring that, then that can frustrate some stuff too. But I like the tight end matchups. You said especially with missing Campbell. See how they could work, because man, they really are a priority for both teams.
The difference for me is Christian Watson, man. If he can get on the field, I think there's a whole lot of stuff that he can open up, especially for Musgrave, especially for some of those deep throws. I think Christian Watson, one of those guys that gets enough separation to where you can underthrow it. You still gonna have about a yard or two there, but I think he's gonna make a difference and give you another body to throw to. Yeah, defensively, like you said, Aiden is probably gonna eat with those two tackles there. I'm gonna be looking to see what AJ Dillon does. Let's see if you can get something going on the ground. I think he only has 107 yards right now, all season. So,
All right, final thoughts, picks. We're all with the Packers Thursday night.
Yes, sir.
All right, on to TTE's game of the week. Dolphins versus Bills, y'all. Dolphins versus Bills, man. They head up to Buffalo to go see Josh. Yeah, go see Josh Allen and them boys up there, man. I just made a $20 bet with a homie because I got the Bills winning the game. The reason why I have them winning the game, I'm gonna lean the home team. I'm going to lean the team that's better defensively. Miami has not been good defensively this year. They haven't, and I know the 70-point game happened, but that was a wash from the jump. But the other two games, I don't feel like they was good defensively. And I feel like I look at the worst game from Buffalo, talk about this Josh Allen roller coaster, and it seemed like right now, bro, is on the higher end of that right now. Could it come down to earth against a division rival? Yeah. But even if it does, I still like Buffalo's defense to take some Belichick notes and use it into this game too. So I'm taking Buffalo in a tight one, and I actually don't think it's going to be a very high scoring game. I don't think either team's going to touch 30. Let me put it like that. I think they'll get there 20-ish, but I don't see either one touching 30. So what y'all think about this Dolphins Bills game?
I'm gonna go with Miami, man. I'm gonna go with Miami. I just like what I saw from the secondary last week. Granted, Russ was getting his get down the first half, making it look real close and competitive until things just got out of hand. One thing you just can't account for, you can just only hope to contain them is a Tyreek Hill. They might get Jalen Waddle back this week. Two of them did all that without Jalen Waddle. Crazy. But I think they'll get Jalen Waddle back this week. Raheem Mostert, I said it on your TikTok live, man. If you got him, start him. A-Chain was a good breath of fresh air for this running game, but I just love what I'm seeing. I'm enamored by what I'm seeing right now. This is one of those, like, you see the Warriors put up 52 3-pointers and they hit them all. That's what I'm stuck on right now. And Josh Allen, he's playing great. I think it's going to be a competitive game. Like you said, I don't think either team is reaching 30, but it's probably going to come down to a final drive or two in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Ollie, what you got on this game, man?
Man, I just think that, I mean, I know Buffalo ran the ball a couple, like the last few games that they played, but they haven't played anyone good defensively to stop the run. But I think if they don't run the ball enough, they would lose because the Dolphins have a better secondary. So that's the best part of their defense. So that's all I got. I think that's the only way Miami's going to win.
All right.
Yeah.
Prevent the run.
I still think Braxton Berrios, to me, has played a real big role in this team to be able to cover that short to mid routes that a lot of those little Wes Welker type receivers run in the slots. So I think he's been pretty good for this team.
Yeah. Seeing if Miami's able to establish the run this week. I know when they played last year and they came back, that was part of the big reason why they did that too. Was Mostert kind of started to get the ball rolling later in that game. So yeah, Miami's run game, I think, is the difference maker for me in the game. I don't think Buffalo wants to allow that to happen because once they start running the ball, if they start gashing you, it's a wrap. But I'm gonna take Buffalo because I like how their defense matches up better than I like how Miami defense matches up on the other side.
So,
I think we might see real good two tight end usage out of Buffalo.
Yeah, true. Dawson Knox and What's his name?
Yeah.
Out of Utah.
Kincaid.
Dawson
Yeah.
Kincaid.
I think that's what we'll see. So, all right. So I got Buffalo. Y'all two both rolling with Miami.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other hot? Well, on the noon slate, we'll just kind of focus on a couple games in there. Give me a matchup in the noon slate y'all are looking at.
Patriots
Pittsburgh and Houston.
Cowboys.
Noon, food, noon.
Oh, damn, my fault.
12 o'clock slate.
I'm gonna go the Patriots and the Cowboys, man. Patriots heading into AT&T Stadium. I think Bill's going in there to make a statement. You know he does it all subtly too. You know he takes pride in his defense. So when the Cowboys come out and make bold statements like we got the best defense in the NFL. Granted, Michael Parsons is the best defensive player in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the Chargers just because they make easy games look hard.
You so right.
So I think they just need to jump right on. So
make easy games look hard.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think the Atlanta-Jacksonville game is pretty important. Being obviously a standalone game, so the entire world can watch just y'all two. Two quarterbacks on two different sides of things. One that I've talked up, and the other one I've told to get rid of. So it's kind of like I know both teams. Yeah, both teams are in need of a win in that case. Because one of these teams, well, Atlanta, if they lose, will fall to at what will be at the time third place in the division. And I think they're kind of set on where they are. But Jacksonville, with the loss here, will open a door for some problems down the line for themselves. So I think that's a pretty important game and a matchup to watch. It's how the Calvin Ridley revenge game. You know what I'm saying? Like how's that gonna go? So,
Thanks.
some other matchups to kind of quickly hit over. The AFC North, Ravens, Browns. I think I don't remember where you were at, Bale, about the AFC North, but I know I had Baltimore winning. I had Cleveland being sneaky, and with the Cincinnati slow start, one of these teams has a chance to go up. So do y'all really think Watson could pull it off? Or was last week just you played Tennessee secondary?
I don't believe in Watson yet. I don't think I've seen anything that blows me away about his game control and just his ability to go out and dictate how the game goes, if that makes sense. I think he leans real heavily, as you should, on that defense. He knows he's going to get multiple opportunities to get the ball. He almost knows that he's going to get multiple opportunities to go out there, and if you got a couple 3-and-outs, cool, it is what it is. If you don't have any drives that don't pan out in points, it is what it is, because you can depend on your defense.
Yeah.
I just need to see more from Deshaun Watson. This might be the week that we can quote unquote see more from him to see what we can get going into the rest of the season. But I don't fully trust what he's showing me.
Yeah. Bale, what you think about Cleveland right now?
Yeah, I don't think he's doing enough right now to sway me. Just because against a really good defense with Pittsburgh, he didn't really do much. He really depended on Nick Chubb during that whole game, and then when he got hurt, it was just he didn't know what to do after that. He forgot he had Amari Cooper, David Njoku, and he has a really good O line. So I think he needs to find those people and trust them more, and he'll get there. But I don't think this year is it.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting there. I think the guy we're seeing is exactly who he's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for the amount of guaranteed money he's getting, it's going to look bad. But this dude's he's no longer going to be a top 10 quarterback. He's going to remain himself in the 13 to 16 range. He's going to be the dude that we consider the line now. The defense is dope. The line does their thing. Stefanski could call some stuff open, but I said I would give him the grace. I don't think we can expect this dude to end the year and we'd be like, yeah, he's back to a top 10 quarterback form. That dude isn't there. That dude, he's not there no more. Now, if they want a Black Baker Mayfield game manager, they got him. That's who they got. That's exactly who they got. And I think over the course of the regular season, yeah, it could put them in a playoff picture. This is but down the line, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I'm just willing to accept this dude that we're seeing is 100% who we're going to see.
Yeah. I mean, he's taken too many sacks this season already. He's been sacked 12 times in 3 games. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to
bro runs like David Garrard. Like, I was just like, come on, bro.
David Garrard, back straight up and head back like.
Yeah. I'm not expecting nothing from him no more. I think the guy that we see is the exact guy he's gonna be. And I think, right now it's enough, but at the end it won't be enough.
Yeah. And I mean, for the viewers, so the Yellow fully caught up. The reason that we're so tough on Deshaun Watson is because the last time we really saw him for a full season, he was balling out over in Texans with Houston, right? He was the next generation of quarterbacks to step in, essentially what we hold the standard of Trevor Lawrence to. So now that we're seeing what we're seeing, we can temper those expectations and put him where he's at.
So like right now for me, I think he's just always gonna find himself in the range of below Kirk Cousins, maybe honestly closer to Mac Jones, above Ryan Tannehill. I think that's the range where he's at, and he's gonna stay at. So
I agree.
Yeah.
So that's when I see him, that's what I see, and that's who I know we're gonna get every week. So I'm cool on that part. So for me, it would more so mean the question we asked earlier in this year: is he gonna be closer to Kenny Pickett, or is he gonna be closer to Lamar and Joe? And I think he's closer to Kenny.
Yeah. I also think we've seen enough. I have seen enough in the flashes of Kenny Pickett to be like, yo, there might be something there. It ain't unlocked yet, but there might be something there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll take Cleveland to win this game, but because I do think the defense is worthy, and I do think they can do enough. And Baltimore hasn't been very clean to me, so I will take the Cleveland Browns to, defense to kind of expose that a little bit, get them a dub.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's talk about the Monday night matchup though. Pretty close, Seattle, New York. It's very funny to be a road team and kind of be even on the odds. New York is off of a lot of rest though. And they are off of extended rest period time. What does it look like, since none of us picked it? What does it look like for New York to win this game, the Giants?
They gotta hope Saquon is playing. I think they gotta hope Saquon is playing, and they gotta hope Daniel Jones figures something out as far as chemistry wise with his wide receivers. We know that Seattle defense showing a lot. I think that secondary is really they're really starting to find their identity. I think Jamal Adams is coming back this week as another veteran piece to that defense and almost a quarterback to the defense on the third level. They already got Bobby Wagner there. D-line is looking decent. But I think if they're going to have a chance at winning, they got to hope Saquon is healthy and able to put in the amount of work that we can usually expect from a Saquon.
I think they just need to get Darren Waller going. There's no that's just it. Darren Waller. I think he needs to get going. He's starting to look like, who is it? Evan Ingram when he was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when he left, he became a baller. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It almost feels like Daniel Jones doesn't know how to, though, right? There was a lot of opportunity for Waller to have at least a 10 reception game last game. There was just missed throws.
Yeah. And that's part of the issue. Is you said getting them going. Finding a way to get him going first. I think that'll be very important for them. I do think the Giants should and could take advantage up front against Seattle on defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got a hell of a D-line.
Yeah, I think that's an area they would have to excel at this week if they're expected to win this game. So, yeah, I'll go with you. I like the getting Waller involved. And to be real with you, they got to force some turnovers here.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
If anything, I think New York needs to go and look and see what they need to go look at what Carolina's defense did to Seattle's defense. They were able to sack him 2 times. They were able to force an interception. I think Carolina put a whole lot of pressure on Geno Smith that he didn't think he was gonna have.
Yeah.
Brian Burns ate that game. Like he won damn near every matchup he had 1-on-1 when they were double teaming the other side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna still take Seattle. So I think offensively they are dynamic enough to put stress on them. And like I said, right now, man, until New York can figure out how to get the ball rolling offensively, it's gonna be an uphill battle. But New York's D line can change the tide of this game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. To get ready, give me a lock of the week. Lock of the week.
Like who's gonna win for sure?
Yeah, one guaranteed dub.
Denver over Chicago.
I was about to
Denver
say
over
that.
Chicago.
I mean, I could pick my own team, but then I scrolled down a little further and I seen Denver against Chicago, bro. Lock it in. Lock it in.
That is funny.
That's a lock.
Damn.
If that's a close game, Denver, you better fire Sean Payton right off the bat.
Yeah.
If it's a 12-6 game at the end of the game, you're done.
That man, so much money. So much money. Imagine coming in talking all the smoke about Nathaniel Hackett and then get 70 points put up on you.
Go 0-3.
Yeah, that is, God, that's ridiculous.
After being on the desk last year saying Tua Tagovailoa is not going to be starting in the NFL next year.
Yeah.
You telling me he ain't remember that?
That's hilarious.
10 concussions later, he remembered it.
Don't do cousin Tua like that. Who's your lock, Vita? Who's your lock? Who you got?
I don't want to touch the Denver game since y'all got it. And I feel like I'm on the outside of this, but I'm taking Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo.
I like that.
I dig it. A lock in a divisional game. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo. And to be honest with y'all, like I do think it's going to be a really, really good game. But a part of me doesn't feel like it's going to be.
Damn.
Like there's a part of me that wants to believe, like I've been saying forever, the Bills need to learn their lesson. And there's a part of me that might have said that Jets game might have did it. You know what I'm saying? There's a part of me that says, there's a part of me that wants to say maybe that Jets game was the game that says y'all need to clean up y'all act. So
damn, that's fast.
Yeah. But I am gonna take Buffalo to win. I'm willing to stand on that one. I told you I don't think it changes the thoughts that Miami win the division. I still don't think it changes the thoughts that I still think Buffalo is more of a contender than Miami. I just think in this game, the way they're set up, I like Buffalo.
Cool. I got a question for y'all. Who is the most underwhelming player of the year so far for you 3 games in? Most underwhelming player.
Ain't gonna hold y'all. That's her tank.
Toasted last week and the week before.
And all season. I mean, and we talk about that when it comes to cornerbacks. Like having them elite seasons, usually that is a very, very difficult thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So don't be comparing yourselves to Revis and Champs and all them other dudes who we grew up watching because y'all ain't them. Like y'all are not them. Y'all are great for now, but y'all are not them. It's very difficult to double down on these elite PFF graded levels. And Pat Surtain is, you know what I'm saying? He's not like standing behind this stamp of, being the top corner in the league. So I think he's probably the top end player at their position. I can say that's been underwhelming for me.
I think for me it's T. Higgins. Honestly, after watching that Rams game,
he dropped so much stuff,
so much open passes. He's not getting Jamar Chase open with his routes. He's not getting open himself. He's getting locked up.
They put single coverage on him and said we're gonna double the other guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been the most underwhelming for me this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Lamar Jackson. We talked about him at the beginning of the season, talking about one of the favorites for MVP, surrounding him with some weapons. Granted, Odell's been hurt, but Zay Flowers, you got Rashad Bateman. You haven't been getting Mark Andrews involved now that he's been back 2 games. And ball security, dude has fumbled the ball way too much. It's already the 4th game of the season, and ball security is something that every team is almost looking at and salivating over. So Lamar Jackson, for me, we had him such high on the pedestal, but looking at it 3 games into the season, man, I'm very underwhelmed.
You could throw. I'm not gonna say that either, but Ridley's been dropping some stuff too. And them numbers should be a little better.
Yeah.
But yeah, passer team definitely got me. T. Higgins was a good one, like you said, Lamar. Most underwhelming team. That's a good one. You know, I know week 4 is gonna come up. That's when we start our ranking stuff. So most underwhelming team. I ain't gonna lie. Them fools is playing each other this weekend. Both teams that I picked to win the division are playing each other. Both of them suckers been underwhelming for me this year.
Was it the Vikings?
Yeah, Vikings and the Panthers. My 2 division winners are 0-3. And both of them been pretty underwhelming this year.
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings, man. To have a defensive coach over there and your defense be butt.
So I didn't specifically for Minnesota, I didn't expect them no way to drop to Tampa. The Philly game, I said, okay, y'all had a lot of fumbles. Kirk had a good game, but you couldn't stop the run. Like, Philly killed y'all with that. And then the Chargers game, I know towards the end of the game, I think they tried to score, not thinking they would get the ball back again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the opposite side of the coin when people was talking about you can't go 11-0 in 1-score games again, because now they've all lost their games by 1 score. It's literally the opposite end of what just happened for them last year. So I just didn't want them to be 0-3 at this point, because I was like, I picked y'all to win the division, and now you're not doing it. So that is they're one.
Man,
I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah,
I gotta throw Jacksonville in there. I'm a little underwhelmed on Jacksonville. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like they don't have that dominance that we're looking for, that we expected for them to be the number 1 seed in their division. They got a red carpet lined up in front of them to be able to just walk through their division, walk through their schedule, and be in a good place. But they've already put themselves behind.
My real underwhelming team, though, is Chicago. This was really a team that was highlighted with everything. I sat here and told y'all about Ryan Polos and all this stuff that they could do, should do, and all the money that they had. And then they came into this year, and in every aspect of the game as a team looked worse. I said, oh, God. I said, it's not one thing on that team you could hold on to that's doing good right now. And I'm just like,
nothing.
Yeah, like that's the worst part, is like there's not one part of the team that's like, one group, like, okay, we got the O-line, the D-line, like they're like nothing is going to where it's almost like y'all need to blow this up. Yes. Like y'all gotta blow this up. I didn't expect them to be 0-3 and also be like 0-3 at like, damn, bro, some dudes and people I've been trying to cake for is looking horrible.
Who's yours, Pollard?
An underwhelming team?
Underwhelming team.
I mean, they're kind of an underwhelming franchise as a whole. The Los Angeles Chargers.
Damn.
Damn. They're in like the same boat as Chicago. They never start good, like ever. Like, and they never end good either. Like, they can never have anything good for them. So they get weapons, injured.
Man, it's like we're watching filler episodes of Naruto. Mm-hmm. Same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my underwhelming team.
Cool.
All right. What team is surprising you?
Arizona. They look better than Washington. I don't care what you say. They look better than Washington.
You said who?
Arizona.
All right, Arizona. Yeah, I know I made fun of John Gannon because bro's weird, and I told you I felt like I feel like bro's salty towards Philly. Like when I watched some of his interview, bro used to kind of be like, "Well, yeah, yeah, my former employer, I signed like I had like 70 sacks, #1 defense in the world. Stuff like that. Like, I told you I think he's a dude who's like he has the mind of it, real awkward, like people person type dude. But as of right now, he's showing that he could coach the hell out of a team and get the most out of what he got. So
He's like, I'm absolutely not sending Buda Baker over there to Philly.
yeah, bro's tripping. So yeah, we might have to keep an eye. We might have to keep an eye on Gannon, man. We might have to keep an eye on him. Just saying.
Giving up in every game.
Matter of fact, facts. And matter of fact, the Philly coordinators is doing some stuff, man. Shane Steichen over there in Indy, man. Hella some some hella good coaches, bro.
That's my team right there, showing, man. Yeah. That's who I'm.
Hella good coaching.
That's my vote. Y'all are doing this without Jonathan Taylor. What? Y'all defense looks amazing. I mean, not amazing, but compared to where we had them and where we kind of looked at them and predicted they would be at, they doing great. Anthony Richardson gets back. Anthony Richardson gets hurt, and then you have Gardner Minshew to step in. Like, I'm not saying it's a downgrade or an upgrade, but it's consistent with you have a still high level talent, does a whole lot of different things, but how do you game plan for that? Who's playing this week, Minshew or Richardson?
Yeah. And yeah, surprise team, man, for me, for real. Arizona's a good one.
Tampa?
I'm not gonna lie, man. No, not Tampa. I think Tampa is exactly where there is, and I think that I just think they're exactly where they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna. Wow, I think they got the week 1 dub, but I think the longer this season goes on, the worse that team's gonna get. So, I don't lie, kind of shocked by New England. It's a little bit. Came in, put up a fight week 1. You know what I'm saying? Like
every week.
Yeah, man. Every week.
Yeah, 1 and 2 does not feel like their record.
Yeah, 1 and 2 doesn't feel like their record. They feel like a team who is a mega mind built team. I had one dude said, "How does Christian Gonzalez fall to the Patriots?" Said that's what happens when you over scout and you watch too much film and you start to believe things that isn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like when we ended the college season, he was the best corner that was available, and you let 4 months of watching stuff and nitpicking change your mind.
They took what, two corners in front of him? Devin Witherspoon and I can't remember who the other one was.
Like y'all, sometimes y'all make stuff more difficult. Like you watching it doesn't change it. How did you feel when we got out of there? And if it affirmed it, run with it. So now you done messed up because you done let him get another potential defensive player of the year DB on a Patriot squad. And every time they got one of those, they win a ring. You know what I'm saying? They get a Gilmore, they win a ring. They get a Darrell Revis, they win a ring. So they're going to give Bill another defensive player of the year cornerback. He's probably going to find a way within these next 5 years to get his ring because he has one. So, yeah, man, the Patriots don't feel like a 1 and 2 bad team. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. That's why, like, when Pilot said it, I was kind of like, hey, this Pat's money line might be a move this week. You know what I'm saying? Just a little 3-team underdog pick. You know what I'm saying? Run with the Pats. That might be the deal. That might be the deal right there. So, yeah.
Kendrick Bourne on your team?
Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne, Juju, Devontae Parker. Like, you got 3 receivers who are probably number 2s everywhere else.
Yeah.
And they doing it. Hunter Henry doing a damn thing. Ramondre Stevens doing a damn thing. Zeke is your number 2 doing a damn thing. Yeah, it look good.
Team you feel most bad for?
The Jets.
No, I don't feel bad for them.
feel bad for Jets.
I think everything goes well in New York.
I don't feel like I don't want Aaron injured, but they also was bragging like a mother sucker when they got going. You know what I'm saying? Life through their humble pie fast as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now there's internal frustration and stuff. Like, like I don't feel bad for them. You know, it's unfortunate, but I don't feel bad for them at all.
I might have to go with the Chargers, man. Like, I feel like it's the same story every year. Y'all get going, they look decent. They look like they got something to hope for. Week 2, Austin Eckler, high ankle sprain. Week 3, Mike Williams out damn near the whole season. They put him on IR. What's next? Like, knock on wood, It's usually Keenan Allen next with a hamstring.
Usually,
Let's be honest. Like, it's usually Keenan Allen with a hamstring. It's what it was the last 2 seasons. And then you got to heavily lean on Donald Parham and whoever else the hell you got over there. I feel bad for the Chargers.
I feel bad for Mike Vrabel. You know what I'm saying? that's who I feel bad for. And then maybe it's because he's always coached these certain type of teams that I hold him to this spot. You know, but like maybe, and again, now he's kind of highlighted for me of like, maybe you put yourself in this situation because you won't change something, or because you won't, let the young guy play. But they did get a new GM that came over from the 49ers this offseason, and I expect something to shake for them here soon. So we'll see. But I feel bad for Mike Vrabel because I think, I keep saying it, the moment he gets a top 10 quarterback, it could get real bad. So
Did
yeah,
y'all forget that they have D-Hop and Treylon Burks? Because I did.
I didn't. I was just like, every time I saw what Tannehill trying to spam it up to D-Hop and throw him, you know what I'm saying? So that just, I feel like they're lost in translation over there. So
who you feel bad for, Polly? The TTE's number one hater.
Absolutely no one. Everybody put themselves in this situation. It is what it is. You lose, you lose. You know what I mean?
Feel bad for whatever team plays the Packers.
All right, bet. Let's run some hot takes before we get up out of here. Best passing performance of the week goes to
Tua.
Herbert.
Kirk Cousins. All right. Kirk Cousins. CJ Henderson's questionable. Xavier Woods is out. Kirk Cousins. Justin Jefferson against Dante Jackson. I'm getting Julio Jones flashbacks, man. This is going to be bad, bro. Kirk Cousins, passing performance of the week. Take the over. 350, 3 touchdowns.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts. I still need a Jalen Hurts throwing game. He said, "Keep the main thing. Winning is winning, no matter how you do it." I think for your own mental, you need to go throw 350 this week.
All right, best rushing performance of the week goes to.
Goes to the running team, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm about to say Lamar. Hey, he only has 2 healthy running backs right now: Kenyon Drake and Melvin Gordon. Same story with the Ravens every year too. Running backs get hurt, just like last year. J.K. Gus got hurt. J.K.'s out. Gus is hurt. Now you got Kenyon Drake and Melvin Gordon, who loves to fumble the ball.
Rushing performance of the week goes to Justin Fields. 152 touchdowns against the Denver Broncos.
There's no
152
way.
touchdowns against the Denver Broncos.
Damn.
See that? All right. Receiving performance of the week goes to
Travis Kelce. He gonna eat against the Jets.
Kelce against the Jets. All right. I like. Who do I? Well, I already told y'all Kirk Cousins. It'd be Justin Jefferson be an easy answer. But besides that, I like. Who do I like this week? Let me take Michael Pittman against the Rams.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm gonna say Tyler Lockett against the Giants.
Damn.
Tyler Lockett against the Giants.
A non-existent secondary.
Defense with the most turnovers this week goes to
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Let's go with Cincinnati. Spam up the Tannehills.
I'm gonna go in New England.
That's tough. Yeah.
I'm gonna go in New England. Matthew Judon gonna have 2 picks. He gonna have a pick and a forced fumble this week.
A pick and a forced fumble.
That's tough.
Matthew Judon gonna have a pick and a forced fumble this week.
Jerry's gonna walk Dak out himself.
He's gonna be like, Trey, you ready, buddy? Let's get in there.
He's like, Judon, you're on the wrong uniform.
No way. All right, well, I think just wrap it up for week 4. Any final thoughts? takes before we get out of here?
Nope. Fantasy. If you got Brian Robinson this week playing against the Eagles, go ahead and bench that man. Eagles have not allowed a big run, a big rusher at all in the first 3 games of the season. Jalen Carter continues to eat. Fantasy purposes, if you got Brian Robinson, I'm speaking to myself specifically because I'm trying to convince myself to bench him, but bench that man.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. Well, anything for you, Paula? Final takes for the week?
Hey, when's the trade deadline?
8.
Week 8.
Week 8? They should just sit Justin Fields out until week 8, man. You get him out of there.
Yeah. That's gonna be crazy.
Nothing working.
I think if anybody does get moved, if it'd be T. Higgins.
T. Higgins? To where are you thinking?
The Buffalo.
The Buffalo?
It's either Buffalo or Baltimore. Nah, they wouldn't trade him in division, would they?
No, they wouldn't trade in division.
I don't know, but I think T. Higgins and Jerry Jeudy are 2 names to watch.
Ooh.
Maybe to Minnesota.
So, all right, that should wrap us up then.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. You've been locked in with us. We'll be heading out. See y'all again. If y'all ain't already do it, like, comment, as long as you're not talking about nobody's mom, subs, and we will catch y'all next time.
Suckers.